Okay, so you know how to grow your business, but do you know how to protect what you've built? In this video, we're going to be talking about 5 different ways to protect your empire. Let's say you have a key person, they die. Or let's say you get sick, you get hurt. Let's say there's a lawsuit, right? Because this happens in business too. Or a partnership, breaks down and collapses. Like, will your business, what you built, will it survive that? So I'm going to show you right now 5 different ways to protect your empire before it's too late. Number one is insure the people that hold everything together. So if you lost your COO, if you lost your number one salesperson, your number one closer right now, or even yourself, if you yourself weren't here tomorrow, what would be the cost of that? And actually think of real numbers. What would be the cost if you lost your COO? What would be the cost if you lost your number one closer, your number one salesperson? Because if you have your number one salesperson who is bringing in, let's say he's bringing in, 100,000 every month, and now boom, he's gone. That's $100,000 gone like that. So if you have this kind of key person policy, you are able to pull out maybe 100,000 or even more than that. So now what you can replace what they're bringing in and now invest in bringing another person back in. So replace them. You see how, so it helps you to keep your business going and growing without, getting hit like this. There's so many businesses, they'll just fall apart here. So when it comes to a key person policy, who should you cover? Who should it be? One, you, the founder, for sure. So if you guys don't have one, make sure you message me, okay? I have relationships with all the top carriers in the United States, the A-rated carriers, and I'll be able to help you to get a free quote. You can just see, I can show you on my screen exactly how this works. So you need to get one for yourself, for sure, right? How about your right-hand operator, somebody who's your key person, your right-hand person, whoever's doing that, they should be in there. Your top revenue driver, your top person that's closing, they should be in there. And anybody else who is high value in a way where they're not replaceable. They're irreplaceable in the short term. Like it's hard to replace that person like within, 30, 60, 90 days, and you need to have something to cover that. This isn't just about insurance, guys. This is about business survival. This is a whole different thing here. So when it comes to the number one thing, you need to insure the people that are actually holding your business together. That's number one. Number two is how to plan for the problems before they freaking happen, because most entrepreneurs are constantly reacting. Like they're putting out fires, like it's just whatever comes and they're grinding. It's not because they're lazy, right? They're grinding, they're working harder, but you can't grow like that. Most entrepreneurs, they're reacting to problems, but leaders, top performers, I'm talking to you guys, we plan for them. Even like something simple as this, like what happens if Stripe freezes my account? If you're doing all your payments through that one platform, what's going to happen? Can it happen? Yes. What's going to happen if, that one platform on social media that you're using to promote and you're only using that one? What happens when that one goes down or somebody hacks your account and it's gone? What's going to happen? Crisis plan. What if the sales manager quits? You just launched a new project, a new goal, and you're like launching it, and right in the middle of the freaking launch, the sales manager decides to quit. We've had this happen. Do you know what to do? We do. You need to have a plan here. And if you guys want to accelerate things, and of course you guys can, we can have a session. You can talk to me. I'm a trainer. I'm a coach. I'm a mentor for many big businesses and corporations. So I can speed up all the process to help you to do this, right? But either way, you need to get it done. What if I have to go offline? Maybe you have to, some emergency, something happens and you can't be there for 30 days, 60 days. I've had this happen, guys. If you don't have the answers to these things that I'm asking you before it happens, then you're already behind. You need to have an answer. You need to have a plan. You need to have an SOP. It needs to be trained, the people who are going to be handling it, so everybody else knows, not just me. So that way, not if, but when the crisis happens, boom, everybody clicks into the level of training. They're going to default to the level of training. This is your job as a leader to have all this stuff put in place. Don't live in reaction mode. The strongest empires, the strongest businesses, they don't freaking panic. They're not freaking out. They don't panic. They pivot. They don't freak out. They figure it out, right? And that pivoting, to be able to pivot fast, to be able to not freak it out and to figure it out fast, this takes planning. This is where you as a leader, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, this is your job. This is your responsibility. So number two is to plan for the problems before they freaking happen, right? So let's get to number 3 now. This is where we start to talk about, okay, part of the problems is that legal stuff, right? So how do we deal with that legal stuff? Because one legal hit can take out a business. We've seen it. This is where I have a lot of business owners are like, but Richard, we do everything right. Like, we're ethical. Like, what are they going to do? Trust me, it doesn't matter. You can be ethical. You can be honest. You can be a priest. It doesn't matter. You can lose everything just from one unprotected, area where somebody just has a bad day and they're going to use it against you. And it's just horrible. Every business owner needs operating agreements, buy-sell agreements with different partners, contracts, to cover liability, scope, expectations, protecting your materials, right? IP protections like that build your brand assets, the trainings, all these things, products, all these things need to be protected too. Maybe even a relationship with the lawyer that understands your business model, right? Like, that's super important. These are all really important things to have. Because look, lawsuits it's not just for companies that are doing things that are wrong and shady, right? It's not just for them. This is for everybody. This is for you. This is for the prepared. Lawsuits are not just for those companies. Lawsuits happen to the unprepared, not the unethical. It's sad, but it's true. And most lawsuits don't come from an enemy either. It comes from people who are freaking inside the empire. Most empires are destroyed from the inside. They come from the people that you once trusted, that you would think like, oh, that would never happen with them. Like, they've been with me for this many years. We have a story. Like, those are the ones that it usually happens with. Not to put fear in your head to make you like suspicious and not care about them, but you need to protect before it happens, right? So make sure you do that. If you haven't done this, if you haven't strengthened and really fortified your freaking legal side of your empire, of your business, then you're scaling on like sand. You're building on sand. It's very scary. So now let's go to number 4, right? Then, so now when it comes to number 4, like, I hope you're taking notes of all these things because they're all building on each other as well. Number 4, every business should be exit ready. Like, we should be that way. Even if you never plan to sell, why? Why is this so important? Because the moment that your business is sellable, guess what happens? It becomes more systematized, it becomes more valuable, it becomes more independent, it becomes easier to lead. It's less draining, less stressful, right? Like, it does all of those things. So let's just have it in our head to approach the business of, this is the way I'm going to build it, even though you're not going to sell it. So if you want more freedom, control of your business, you need to build a business that works without you. So what does this mean? Clean books, finances, clean books, organized, right? Delegated leadership. Everybody's clear on what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, when they're doing it by. They're getting their training. Like, this is delegated leadership. You have clear valuation for your business. You have predictable revenue. You have documented systems, so that way it's not just like, oh, he does it like this, or how do I do it? Oh no, just figure it out. No, it's all documented. And now if one day, let's say you do want to sell it. You're like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I just want to be with my family. I just want to travel now. Or I'm sick now and I don't want to do this anymore. Whatever the reason, one day you just want to sell it. You can. You have options now. You have cash. You have clarity. No regrets because you have it, right? And if you don't, that's okay. It's all set up for the next thing, whatever you want to do. So make sure you get that done. Now let's get to number 5. Now this is the last one here, okay? This is another mindset one that most business owners do not think about. They don't think this way. They're thinking, okay, all right, what's the next goal for the next quarter, for the half of the year, the 12-month goal. No, I want you to think bigger than that. I want you to think freaking generational, not just quarterly. I want you to think generational. And that's what number 5 is about. Think generational. A lot of times people lose big picture and they're getting all these little wins, but they're scattered and not building something big. You're not just building for your lifestyle. I want you to have a bigger mindset that you're building for your legacy. When you're building legacy and when you're protecting that, you're protecting it through trusts, life insurance, succession planning, where you have some people who are going to take on what you built. Family education, family core values, and everything that you're doing there to raise up a family to be able to, this is legacy as well. right? So it's not just trust, it's not just life insurance and succession planning, but you're also investing in developing your family. You're leading them. You're giving them, the tools and stuff to win in life. That's also investing in legacy. You're investing in your legacy by getting assets, right? Long-term tax strategies. These are all different things on how you build and protect your legacy. So this is you thinking about, rather than thinking about days or weeks or even months, it's thinking about decades. Decades. Because you're not building a moment, you're building momentum, you're building something that's much bigger than just one moment here. Like this is something big that you're creating for your family. It's more than your business name. This is the family name. You're building a name beyond just business, right? Like, so if you can't grow it, if you can't protect it, if you can't pass it on, that's what it's all about. That's empire status right there. So you can grow it, protect it, pass it on, right? So let's close it with this. And if you guys need help with any of these things, I've been training business owners, entrepreneurs, helping different corporations for over 20 years in over 25 nations, every industry, and it's all the same. It's all a people business. And there's all these pillars and these things that I'm talking about that every business must have in place. And I know how it's implemented, what is actually done. That changes, but the overall principles and the foundation is the same. So let me leave you with this. If you know how to build, you know how to do that. You've been growing, you've been building, right? So are you protecting it though? Can you protect it? Can you keep it? And not only can you protect it, can you build it, can you protect it, can you keep it, can you pass it on? We're talking about legacy here. Or are you going to be passing on more problems? Is everything that you've been worked on just going to be more problems that you're passing on? Or maybe even it's just one problem away from freaking all falling apart, right? So bring everything back together here again. You need to insure the people that are really important in your business. Insure them, cover them, right? Including yourself. That's number one. Second thing is I want you to plan for the problems before they hit. Don't wait for the crisis to now make a plan. Do that before. Next thing is, hey, remember the legal stuff? Where are you vulnerable? How are you going to protect that? You need to tighten up that legal protection, those shields, put those things in place. Also, build a business that somebody else would actually want to buy. Remember, I told you, even if you're not wanting to exit, have the mindset as you're building, as you're investing, as you're putting your time, your most important time and talent, your money into the business, do it in a way where you're approaching it that you're going to exit. And last thing, think legacy. Not just income, legacy. And if you do these 5 things here, you're going to not just grow, but you're going to grow fast. You're going to grow forever. And if you keep, walking this out in your life and the life that you've always wanted for your family, for your future, you're going to create it. It's going to become a reality. So now it's like, okay, that's this key person setup. Let's create it. If you need help with that, message me. If you need help with the crisis planning, getting your business ready for that legal stuff, right? If you need help getting clarity on any of these things, we're going to put a link and a number into the information below. Make sure you contact us and we can help you with the next steps. If you guys like this information, this video here, you're going to love this next one on the 5 ways to create more income streams for you and your business. Go ahead and enjoy it now.